Hello everyone, did you miss me? Pierre here, Pierre Fisner from the Right to Repair and in the team. Guys, today we've got Xbox. I don't have second capturing card, so we need to use only one. This is Xbox came to me as a replacement for a good one. So customer paid me money and then he gave me this one. This was opened here. This was opened already. Tough. So I've got it for 20 quid. I said, okay, 20, it's fine. Customer said that he got one phone as well to repair, and if I will fix it, he can buy it off me. So I said, okay, if you will take 2 services of repair, I can sell you back this one for 50 quid if I will be able to fix it. Yeah, so the customer will have some discount because and bought one Xbox and will get this one repaired and will get a screen changed in his Galaxy phone S10. So you know, so I want to give some discount for the customer. So I said I can fix it for 50, you can take it back, no problem, if you'll get the Samsung fixed. Now what it is, the fan is not spinning. Yes, that's the problem in it. Let's switch to the capturing card. Let's press the on button. Okay, so we've got it on. Nada. You can see Xbox loading, and you can hear disk drive. Nothing is spinning there. Just the hard drive spins, and then it's a message here that the ventilation, there's an issue with the ventilation. So I said, okay, I've got plenty of spare parts. I've got about 5 to 10 of Xboxes, which I can either fix or have for spare parts. And maybe it will be only a fan, and maybe I can just, you know, replace the fan, clean everything, bleach everything else what I can't clean, and that's it. Yes, so we can see here is this Xbox console is designed to automatically shut down to protect it from insufficient ventilation. Like other electronic devices, the Xbox console requires proper ventilations. Not all, but major, yes. Wherever it is fan, then you should have more ventilation. When there is no fan, depends what temperatures it gets to. Yes, like phone, if you don't play, don't overuse it, you don't need a proper ventilation. So that's not exactly true, but Microsoft, they are never exactly true. So what can you expect? Openings on the console or power supply. Do not place the console or power supply in a confined space or fully enclosed space, blah 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 blah. Yes, brilliant. I won't go to continue, no, just press the power off button and it's time to disassemble it. So those who know how to disassemble it, now clicking the like button. Yes guys, you can click the like button. What does it cost you? You know, it's just a like button, it's not the end of the world. Those who haven't subscribed yet, go for it. Make your mama proud, learn fixing electronics. Let's get them out. This is still switching it off. And not, it's in a process. Parabubble. Let's do it. My eyesight would be better if it would be better, but it is what it is. Okay, so we probably will have these two, but who knows? And those who know how to open it, guys, just skip this video. Why you wanna watch such a long video? Don't be naive. And those who don't know how to open it, it's a bit tricky, and it's worth to know. So that's why you can watch it. I'll grab only a bunch of tools and let me second bunch of tools, and hopefully we've got something to pry it with, because if we don't have anything to pry it with, we will be doomed. Yeah. Still working. You know what? I won't be waiting because it's taking too much time. Okay, so let's get the mat because we don't want to make it. Now you're switching around. Telling you, you know, these teenagers nowadays. So, to start with, I like to get here where the sticker is last, but everything else is good to pry with two tools. If you don't have, where is my tool? If you don't have this, yes, if you got it, then you can help yourself. If you've got one tool, you can still do it, but it's better to have two tools. I don't think somebody could do anything here because, to be true, people don't stock unless... Ooh, somebody was hard on it here. You see, that's why I prefer to fix it and give it back to the same customer, because they know this Xbox, yes? Now what's happening here, guys, are clips. You need to just go across like this. Yes, oh, you see, and just make those clips go away. Okay, and that's across this side. Now you can hold it with this and just do the same thing. Those clips need to unclip, that's pretty much it. And the last but not least, this one, you need to be gentle because you will damage this. So that's why I'm leaving it to the very last minute, and then I'm putting my pry tool underneath so that I can it's already damaged anyway, okay, so it doesn't matter in this case, but normally if this would be damaged, you can just put underneath it and then lift it up, and that's it, you know, so it's fine. But it is what it is. Expect a lot of dust inside them. Like, I mean a lot of dust, okay? Don't expect that it will be clean. It's years of usage. It's 2019. So it's 3 years of usage. Or almost 3 years, depends, you know, on the model. Now the green ones here, those green screws are the long ones, okay? So we've got a slightly bigger Torx, and this Torx is a security Torx, that means has a hole inside, okay? So look, it's 8 minutes and we already tested, yes. Now we will take it out. And these green are holding the case at the top with this whole metal chassis. So unless you don't want to take it out, you can leave them. But if you want to take it out, you have to do what I'm doing. So all the green ones are going out. And you've got how many of them? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 6, 6. And they've got the markings of F for Foxtrot. F for Foxtrot. So you just follow where the F is if you would forget. That's easy. That's expanding now, those sides. So you can take it this way, okay? Expand it and then pull it this way, okay? Actually, this one is not that terrible. That's less than 10 minutes testing and doing it. Okay guys, so I see already that this is not flat. You probably won't be able to see it, but maybe a bit. This is inside, like somebody would suppress on it. Okay, so the fan is inserted. Now we can plug in the power, and oh, have you seen it? It had some, yes, and it's turning. Guys, so the metal bit was, we've got it, guys, we've got it. So what we need is we need to switch to the come on, what did I, yeah, I've plugged to the right one. What it is, it's 500 or 1 tera. Can you see? I don't know. Is it? That's 1 terabyte. Okay, but we need to press the power button. And now it's a light. Okay, sorry. It was turning, but it wasn't working. Yes. So the metal part, which was here, was pressing onto this, but now it has a proper ventilation. So now it shouldn't. So I'll switch it off still. I'll still switch it off. Somebody wrote. Who wrote to me? Shame you on, I'm recording. Why you are disturbing? Oh, okay, thanks. Keyboard. Okay, so we've got okay. Customer has to sell two gamepads. An address, please. An address, please. Hi. So yes, I would buy those gamepads just because when I'm selling Xboxes, I don't have them. So even though they are from Xbox One, they are still good. Okay, so now what we know is that we need to open it. We need to take everything out. We know that the fan is spinning. I'll need to look if there are any or you want me to drop it? Can drop it off what time? So I need to make sure that none of the elements of this fan are not broken. So it was only pressed, and that's why, because it was pressed by that metal bit, that was blocking it from running. Yes, so that's what we need to make sure. As well, we need to take out these boards here, but before I'll do it, let us turn around. And now what we need is we need to remove those silver ones here. Yes, they are not chrome, but they are looking a bit like chrome ones. So we will take it off. So that's one. Wow. That will take several minutes. Keep in mind you can skip it. I can't skip it. Yes, I'll message you when finish work. Okay, thanks. So you see, so guy want to sell me £40 I will pay, so it's okay-ish price. £20 for the game controller, it's fine. He said they are okay, so I'm fine with that as well. 2 wireless Microsoft controllers, happy days. And I can say that at least when I'm selling the Xbox, I can sell it with original Microsoft controller. So yeah. And then my customers are coming with their faulty controllers to me. And I need to start thinking about a promotion so that those customers who want to fix them, it will be worth for them to fix. Now this one I left at the end, that's a clamp for the fan, for the radiator actually, to be precise, yes? And these are slightly smaller than this Torx, so I think that's Torx 8, but that's the security Torx. So, yay. Now we will open it, clean it, put new thermal paste, then clean the case, and then we'll be fine. You see, it's 14 minutes. Yes, 14 minutes done, 2 tests. So that if you would want to be quick, you could close it now, restart it, and allow it to start, because once this will be a proper full cycle, it should be okay. But I don't like to have, you know, I don't like to have it opened and not cleaned out of dust and everything. I see that either somebody was here, or because it doesn't look that much dust. Well, anyways, now here you've got 3 screws, and here you've got 4 screws, black ones. So again, you can skip it because I will be just unscrewing screws, so no value again for you. That's one. Those who haven't liked it, guys, now it's a time, you know, do your part as well. I'm doing my part for you, so hopefully you can do this small part for me of hitting that like button or subscribe if possible. I'm trying to release video per day, as you know, sometimes more. So there is a value in this YouTube channel. And thank you for those who are doing it, because guys, I recently started to say about those likes and subscriptions, and the numbers are growing, yeah, so it's more motivation for me to do it, pretty much, because I've got enough videos to show to my customers that I can do it. The rest I can put CCTV, and customers can say that, you know, they don't like something, then I can show them on the CCTV, so I don't need to do it for myself as much as I want to do it for those who want to learn now. So okay, that's the original hard drive. We can't mix it up, because if I'll mix it, I'll have to then install all operating system once again, and I don't want to install it if I really don't have to. So I'd rather keep it, you know, keep it the way it is. So that would be one less to worry about, or to worry about. We live in Scotland, so we can say worry about. So guys, that's what you can expect inside the Xbox. Yes, that belongs to here, if you wouldn't know. Yes, don't sniff it. I know you guys, don't sniff it. And don't say no, please. Some of you are more crazy than it's possible to even think. So, yeah. You can see how weird people I can meet in my life. Oh, another one. See? That's the way to go. That's a lot of dust, my French. A lot of why don't want to go out? Why the main board now don't want to go out? Because there is a metal thingy. I'll take it closer for a closer look up. So no, don't. That's not the point. That's dust, and that's fine. Here is this metal thingy. Yes. So it has small pins on this side, but it's easier to take off from the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm taking like a small printing tool, or like this. I'm just taking it from. Okay, that's simple as that. Take it away. Don't forget to put it back, because that's making more stable your USB port. It will work without it, but your USB port will be in a risk of damaging it itself. Now you lifting this one up, and you pulled ports, HDMI ports, power side, you know, all those ports out this way, yes, of the ports. Now we can get some brush, get it over the bin, take stuff out of it. Actually, this one is not that terrible. Seen worse. Okay, so that could go straight away. I wouldn't want to spend more time on this element. Now what we need to do is to detach power supply. Now it's easier. You see this, there is a button, small button on this black thingy here, yes? So pull this up, and that's you pressing it and pulling it, yes? And we can again wipe it off. I've got one of these from one of the good guys out there who've got YouTube channel as well, and I don't know if I can or I cannot say, but he sent me one faulty one, which actually was a lot of burnt stuff on it. So I was curious if I can, you know, okay, I will tell Phil, maybe nobody will mind. So Phil have sent me power supply, and I supposed to, you know, do something like try. Until date I haven't. As well, the same Phil was, we've spoken about DSLR, that I could get software for it, and then I wouldn't have the rectangle on it, but till date I haven't done it. So you can see I'm doing always something. Now to take off this, first you need to detach the power, which is here. You just pull it, and then on this side you just need a flat screwdriver. I'm always trying with something new, so I'll try with this one. I prefer flat screwdrivers, to be true, but I don't have any. So what other flat stuff I can get? That's angled. Okay, if that's angled, that might work. Oh, that's too short. So if you've got flat surface, it's working like a charm. Just insert in between two, there are two layers, and you just doing it in no time. Whereas if you don't have it, you waste yourself quite a bit of time. So I need to get some flat, the flat and the wide. So that's flat and wide. So if I get flat and wide, I can, oh, it goes in between two metal surfaces. Yes. I don't bother with buying, there is a tool to take it off, but to be true, who cares? You know, it's going off easily enough to not use that tool, and why should be bothered? Some people are, I don't care. It's too easy to make it. Okay, that's whole thermal grease on it, really old and really dry. That's more dust on it, yes. So now all dust has to go away. Now, if you are afraid about the amount of dust, you can go outside and do it outside, okay? If you're not, you can do it at home over the bin as I'm doing. That's your choice, guys. I can't say to you how you can do it. Okay. Now once this will be done, we will clean up the area for the APU, it's called, Application Processing Unit, like a CPU, just for the game console. It's APU code. And then you can well, first clean it, yes, all thermal paste. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now this can go on the floor, I don't mind. So now it's this. I see some liquid damage here, guys. Don't know what it is, but it's no fun. And there is more as well here. So there was some spillage. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but it is. So good that it was open, because we can Ooh, it's in between the memory chips. In between RAM chips. Okay, well, let's clean the last bit. That's mean fan. And that's still 1 hour to leave the house, so it's fine. Okay, I never remember which side, by the way. Guys, look. Now you can see that it was, I don't know if you can see it, but here was pressed by the fan, like that. So fan was turning to a certain point and then stopped. So yeah, good that we've done it. We've opened it and can put it back to life. Fingers crossed there is no more issue with that. Okay, so yeah. And now what I can do to remove the thermal compound is, to be true, many things you can do. You can use an old card, just wipe it off like that. You can do your prying tools. You can do many other things. As long as you don't leave scratches, then that's fine, you know, because scratches are not good. Okay. Oh, now it's flat, it's nice. Now, how far you need to go with cleaning this? Not a lot, to be true. Let me get the pry tool. Oh, even this green one, it's fine. So, what I'm willing to do is like, or discard even, you know, just to get off from the core. Yes? As long as I can get it off the core. Now the next thing is I'm trying to get out on the edge of it, okay? Because if I can get on the edge of it, just a bit, you see, like this, then the new paste which will go here will have some surface, and the rest is okay. You know, you really don't have to do to the very last bit. It's nobody will judge you for that, and if they will, show them the middle finger, because you know the end user won't see the difference as much as you would leave it as it was. Yes, so it is done and it is okay. Don't put too much pressure here in this area as well, so that you won't damage it. But it's fine. Now the question is, yes, the question is, should I do anything on the power supply? That's a power supply area. There are sticky places, and as well here. So here and here, reaching up to here. Should I do something about it? Now it's up to everyone to decide on their own. Okay, the proper way would be to clean it, but if any of this will go underneath the chip, it can kill it, okay? Or it could start killing now even, yes, if there is something underneath and it's frying. Because of that liquid damage, you know, Microsoft, I've told you already, it's not, you know, it's not someone who is looking well after to create this model, because the area has holes here, and then it's dropping, and then it's dropping onto the memory. So it's, yeah, good design, you know, not. And what can you do? So now the question is it burning and we should risk it, or is it good to clean it? Oh, that's what I don't know. To be true, that's a risk I need to take. Yes, that's the risk I need to take. So I'll take a bit of isopropyl. non-conductive, so that's okay. And to get off those chips and off those chips. But these MOSFETs should be okay, but the RAM section, I don't like to be in this madness. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't do better than that. Well, we could, but I would have to put into the how you call it? I would have to put into the high frequency. How you call it? Ultrasonic. Oh, ultrasonic buff. But to be true, if something is happening with it, it will die anyway. Okay, well, it's better than it was, and hopefully it's good enough, because I don't see anything else on the board. Oh, I see a bit wet here on this chip. So yes, when you see the liquid damage, you shouldn't use your device, because you can just literally, TDP 159 has a bit of wet. Okay, now it's dry. It's called retimer chip here. I don't see it. Retimer chip, that's giving the signal through filters to the HDMI port. So that's, yeah, that's everything. I don't want to touch it more, to be true. Yeah, looks good, looks good. So on the road again. But I don't see a message, so okay, that's fine. We can start to assemble it. Yes, so now which way to put it, you might be asking. And that's a good question, actually. But you see those aluminum capacitors here, and you see that on one surface here is a cutted place, plus this one is a rectangular shape, and APU's core is a rectangular shape as well, so it matches what it should match. Let's get thermal paste. Oh, yes, I shouldn't even stand up. So let's put an ideal amount. And what's the ideal amount? A bit too much. Okay, a bit too much is an ideal amount. Maybe let's put everything properly. So the fan cleaned as well. Okay. It doesn't have to be, guys, super clean, but as long as you get over the major dust out, this will last for a long time. You see, this fan didn't even burn. So I did try to cut a deal for the customer, but I don't have to, because if this will work, I can charge him a regular price and customer will be okay with that, because even there is no additional cost. So because there was an additional cost, I did try to save customers some money, and actually we might be okay without. Okay, good, good. All the sides fitted. 4 sides are fitted. Oh, now we had this bang. Now, clean surface. Let's put it on. You see here, slightly off. So we put it. Okay, now we can take it to the other side, hold it, and get the clamp. Here's clamp. So the clamp goes and it goes to the surface which is inside. Oh, and that holds. Now we can take another side like that, and another, and the last one. Oh. If you don't put into that hole which is inside this pipe here, which is threaded pipe, so that you've got a screw from the top, then you will struggle. So make sure you do it the right way. Now the first thing what you should do is plugging in the power to the fan, because then you might forget about it, and guess what will be again the same problem. Now we can take the case, okay, and then we insert it the way that the ports are going first. Now what we need to do is, there are plastic elements like here, it has to go out like that, okay, so it went out, and you got 2 of them, I think. Yeah, second is here, second is here, one is here. So now we can grab a single screw on at least one side. These are those screws, and on the side of those plastic things you've got a place that you can hold it, but we need a bigger tip now, not the smaller, the bigger. That's the bigger tip. Okay, and then just one, just the one, and now let's get the second one here, so that main board won't go off. Now where's the drive is over there. Okay, that's fine. So now you can either put those 4 screws here, smaller ones for the for how you call it, for the fan, yes, or you can continue with assembling and adding up stuff to this. So I prefer to put things which I can forget. These are this plastic and the metal part, which is to cover a USB here, because I tend to forget about them. And this part is having pins on one side, yes, so those you need to insert here. And then once it's done, you've got this clip. This clip you can flatten a bit, because usually it has some issues. And then those outstanding pins on one side are to the back, so inside. Now it's okay. So once I've got this, I know I haven't forgotten something, and I can move on. Now the next part is to add a power supply and a hard drive. Okay, so hard drive as well. See, it's 39 minutes, yes? Believe me, if you don't record, yes, if you don't record stuff for others, you can do it quicker. But if you record, of course, you won't do it as quickly as you could. Okay, this one and this are for this, so this one should be for the hard drive. And this one should be for the hard drive as well. So this you can put like that, yes? Oh, here. You know, it doesn't matter if a bit of a dust will be left. That's okay. Yes. Now this one has this pin on one side, so this pin goes to the outside. Click. Once it clicked, you can now put this fan by aligning cable. Okay, I'll put it here. You barely can see. Sorry for me. So on this, yes, this has to go aligned on the power supply like this. And now it's okay. Don't wanna go. Okay, now it went. And now hard drive above it. Okay. So that's you. And now the optical drive. If you don't know, optical drive is matched to the main board. So if you need to change optical drive, you can change optics, but you need to fix electronics. And if the chipset which is married to the main board is faulty, you can't do anything about it. So unless you know how to make a backup of this chipset memory, or you have to just say bye-bye to the optical drive when it dies. If I would own an Xbox which I would, you know, like want to keep because I would play it and so on, I don't care, to be true, then probably I would make a backup of that. Okay, so last but not least, we can put those cards. That's a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi module here, and here. That's at the front. Just insert it, and that's you. Done and dusted, yes. Okay, so before we can say that Bob is your uncle, we can plug it in and see for ourselves if we've got a power on screen. So if we get a post on screen, yes, because if we don't have a post, then we get a problem. If we know there will be a post on the screen, we can start to assemble it. Sorry that I switched you into this mode before. Okay, one more time. It's fine. Oh, it's switching off. So you see, so it was that liquid damage, and because of that liquid damage, we've got a problem now. You see, that's the thing. You take something for granted, and then you would put all the screws back in, yes, and then you would say, oh, okay, then what I'm gonna do, and you unscrew everything. That's why, you know, putting it without screws, it's the best way to go, because now it's easier to open everything, yes. Whereas we don't know what's causing the short. We know that there is a liquid damage inside, we've seen that. If we wouldn't touch it, that could destroy eventually something anyway. And now it's switching it off. Yay, happy days. So let's switch off optical drive and the hard drive and see if that will be doing the same thing. If so, we will call it a day. We will call it part 1, and I'll record a part 2 where I will be trying to clean it up. Oh no. Okay, so in this case that could be a cause of one of these two, or liquid in the area where they are connected, but it is okay. So in this case, switch it off. Come on, Okay, let's hold by pressing power button. Okay, let's switch it off by removing power, and let's try to connect it back again. Reconnect. Let's press the power. We know that it's now starting, trying at least. Because we might have hard drive faulty still. Guys, remember, these hard drives are like to be faulty. Okay. So off again. Very good. That's completely off. Let's try to put this drive back again. Because either that caused by the liquid damage, which we've seen, or there is some other issue. I don't like how this plug is plugged in. Okay, we got it. Let's try one more time. Will be off straight away? No. No. So maybe we had some issue. Yes, now Xbox One is visible. Now will be probably that message again, back again. But let's switch on the controller. Let's try to synchronize. Okay, they are trying. Okay, so it doesn't want to synchronize yet. We need to wait. And it's still the same. How can I synchronize you if you... You want to connect? Okay, now it's starting. Yes, now it's working. So let's play this. Okay, you've seen the account. Skip signing in. Okay, let's move myself off the way. Okay, let's get this one. Let's get power off. Turn off console properly. And if we will power on, we will see if the message will be back again about the yes, okay, so let's, and it's switch on. Very good. The fan is turning. So you see guys, that's 49 minutes at the moment. The repair goes for 49 minutes. Hopefully you click the like button, guys. It doesn't cost you a lot, so you could do it. That would be nice. Now we don't have any post on the screen. I'm quite curious why. It's showing synchronized, still power on, but no post. And okay, I'll force shutdown. Off. Let's switch it back on. Oh, you should have black screen quite immediately. Yeah, now we have. So there is an issue with restarting, because when you restart, this start to act in a weird way. So I wouldn't worry about anything what's happening wrongly for now. It's still synchronized. It's still showing well here. I wouldn't worry about it. Only I don't expect to have that message anymore. Fingers crossed, no more that message about overheating, because we've got our cable plugged in, fan is spinning, so we can see that everything's fine. Now only yeah, you see who's playing, skip. So we didn't have that message, so it's fine. So we can put everything back together. I can pause recording. Oh, you know what? You can skip, because I will be putting the rest of the screws now. Turn off console. I'll be putting all the screws back, so it's no value unless you want to press the like button. That would be appreciated. But we're happy to see what will be the outcome at the end. Oh, I've switched it off too quickly. But anyways, you know, that's everything. And I can put it back together. So for those who will disconnect now, thank you guys. If possible, let's fix them all. For those who will stay with me, who want to watch till the end, it will take us probably about 10 minutes to put everything back together. And we pretty much can't speed it up too much, because it's just putting screws after screws after screws after screws. So I'll put 4 screws at the front here, you won't see them, and then at the side for this module. If you haven't clicked that like button, do me a favor. I know I'm repeating myself, I know it guys, but you don't know how much it makes me happy to see people are liking it. I know that at least somebody is watching it, you know, I'm not doing it for only myself. Okay, now here are 3 screws. Quite long screws. They could make them 3 millimeters shorter, to be true. I don't know why they've done it so long. Yeah, at least 3 or 4 millimeters shorter they could be. No value for anyone. Maybe they didn't want to have so many types of screws, but who knows. So now this Xbox has a new thermal paste, has no dust almost inside, like, you know, there's just a bit, which is okay. So we got those cards mounted, we got everything back together. Now what we can do, guys, is we need to grab a few things, okay? We need to change this type of the screwdriver for the larger one, and we want to catch now a few of those. Oh, that's not the one, that's the F, and the F, if you remember, are for those long ones, yes? Because what we can catch is so that a power supply and the hard drive, it won't fall down, okay? Normally I would take it 180 degrees and I would just hold from the bottom, and I would just do it that way, but because I'm trying to show you, I'm doing it like mad here. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Now we can put the metal part on top. What's here? I don't know. And I can take it out, okay, because that caused an issue in the first place, that somebody stomped on it. If that person wouldn't do what they've done, there would be small liquid damage, which mainly dry out on this surface almost everywhere. Only when where caused the issue was the main board, which we thought maybe shorted something that it didn't turn on, but it turns out that no. So I'll test it. So it's 55 minutes, guys, right now. And I knew I will spend on it up to 2 hours anyway, because you need to test it as well, so yay, happy days. Now when you've got this, you can turn it around and add the rest of the screws. So because we've got only those few, you can find those. Here are two on the side of each other. Okay, that as well. And there are two. Now here is C2 and C3 is here. Okay. C2, C3, C3. Now we can change this to the smaller one and put those 4 ones. But you need to put 1, 4, 3, 2. You shouldn't put one after another. Same with this one. Why it's such a long one? You know, like what's the reason of putting such long screws? So I can let customer know that actually the Xbox is ready to pick up, and that's it, you know. And I'll test it just a bit. I'll see as well if the network is recognized. I won't be doing it because we've seen, you know, then that it is working. So what I'll do is until it will show me the Xbox logo, we can call it a day, because it's not much of a value for you to watch later. What's the point? Okay, we've got only those big ones. So those big ones, what we can do is, I don't like what somebody did here. I really don't like it. But anyways. Oh, guys, I won't be finishing off because this one is filthy. So this I want to clean still. But anyways, we've got all the screws back, so I need only the enclosure. So let's plug it in. If that will work, then we can switch the video off. And we can say that another one is saved. Because now all the screws are in. Oh, where we've got our video. Oh, it's back already, and it's Xbox already. Guys, so thank you for watching. I'll switch it off. And to sum up, we had the Xbox which customer bought from me, a working one. Yes, I've sold him with a discount because I've sold him this and he gave me a faulty one, this one. Now this one had a problem, the fan didn't turn, and because it was pressed here, the metal was pressed, and we've seen sign on the radiator. Now what I've done is I've opened it, cleaned it up, the fan is turning back again. We had some issues at the startup, probably because of those restarts. So I've put it back together, screws back together. Now it's only the boxing. I want to clean it up, put it back together, let customer know that Xbox is working back again, and if customer wants it, yes, he can get it from me. I don't have to even give the discount, because I'll spend on it about, that's 1 hour of the recording, so I will spend on it about 1.5 hours, and I don't have to charge him more. So, you know, I'm more than happy for him to have this Xbox back for like 50 quid. It's okay, you know, I'll be really happy, and that's it, you know, that's it, that's pretty much it. So another one won't go to waste. And thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, or like or subscribe, and that's it. Yeah, I know, that wasn't smart, but anyways, guys, thank you. If possible, let's fix them all. Take care. Bye bye.